Hey everyone, welcome to The Explainer. So, I recently stumbled across this absolutely fascinating strategy from a senior data professional, and honestly, it completely shifted my entire perspective on AI data work. Today, we're going to unpack the exact workflow this expert uses to literally double their task speed on AI data platforms, and get this, without sacrificing a single ounce of quality. If you're doing any kind of RLHF, that's reinforcement learning from human feedback, basically where we review and rate AI outputs to teach it how to behave, and you feel like you're just hitting a brick wall with your productivity, well, this is absolutely for you. We're going to see exactly how to structure your workflow to optimize your time and output just by looking at what the top-tier pros are actually doing behind the scenes.
$52.50 an hour. Now, that is not some theoretical cap, and it's definitely not a random goal set by a platform. The source material we're diving into clearly establishes that this specific earnings figure is the direct result of the high-velocity method we're unpacking today. In the world of gig work or remote data processing, we kind of just assume the earnings ceiling is way, way lower. But this number, it proves that top-tier earnings are absolutely possible in the AI data professional space. The catch is, you just can't reach that level by frantically clicking faster or trying to game the system. You've got to work fundamentally differently than the average user.
Now, what's really interesting here is the single massive roadblock holding most users back. It isn't typing speed, it's logic errors. Most people fail specific tasks not because they're slow, but because they make one simple, completely avoidable logic error in their assessment. There's this fascinating psychology at play here. A lot of users operate under the false belief that sheer volume equals higher pay. So what do? They rush. And when you rush, you miss the nuance. You might mark a formatting error, when actually, scratch that, it's a much deeper logic error in the AI's reasoning. That single misstep cascades. It tanks your accuracy score, keeps you trapped in those lower payout tiers, and ultimately just slows down your whole progression.
Okay, let's dive right into Section 1, the Outlier Speed Secret, reframing speed and quality.
To really grasp how a senior pro knocks out tasks so efficiently, we've got to completely reframe how we think about the relationship between speed and quality. They aren't opposing forces. As our source notes, speed actually comes from better logic. It sounds kind of counterintuitive, right? Our gut instinct tells us that to go faster, we just need to move our hands faster, read faster, click submit faster. But it's exactly like that old military adage, slow is smooth and smooth is fast. True sustainable speed is really just a byproduct of meticulous data integrity. When your logic is rock solid, you aren't second-guessing yourself, you aren't going back and rereading the prompt 5 times because you're confused. You create this solid mental framework, and once that's in place, you process the data with incredible velocity. Better logic simply eliminates the friction.
Moving on to Section 2, the RLHF masterclass workflow, step-by-step optimization.
So, let's move from the philosophy side of things to the actual practical application. The source we're looking at is a senior data professional with over 5,000 successfully completed tasks. Think about that. When someone has 5,000 tasks under their belt, they aren't just guessing anymore. They have a hardened, battle-tested system. And their workflow breaks down into 3 very specific steps. Step 1, analyze model constraints. Now, the source emphasizes that skipping this very first step is the biggest mistake people make. Before you even glance at the model's output, you must strictly analyze the constraints placed on it in the prompt window. If you don't know the exact rules the model was supposed to follow, how can you accurately judge its logic? You can't. Once you've got those constraints down, you move to Step 2, identify the core data pattern. And finally, Step 3, use SQL logic validation. Now, don't panic. This doesn't mean you need to write massive lines of raw database code. It's more about structured thinking. It's using structured query logic, meaning, hey, if condition A is met, then condition B must be true, to rigorously test the model's rules. This exact setup is what literally doubles your completion rate.
And this brilliantly illustrates that the core takeaway from this whole masterclass is, without a doubt, prioritizing quality over speed. Even when your ultimate goal is to double your speed, applying the RLHF framework has to put quality above all else to actually work. Think about building muscle memory when you're learning to play an instrument. If you practice playing a song super fast but it's sloppy, well, you just get really good at playing it poorly. If you rush through the constraint analysis and data labeling, your logic just breaks down. But by forcing yourself to prioritize quality right out of the gate, you build the correct mental muscle memory. And that is what naturally leads to that $52 an hour speed, totally bypassing all that constant mental fatigue.
All right, Section 3, mastering data integrity, the business logic behind the pay.
Now, I want us to zoom out for a second from that micro-level task workflow and look at the macro-level picture. Why exactly do these AI platforms structure their payouts based on such strict logic principles? Well, when we look at the broader ecosystem, we see exactly what billion-dollar AI companies are actually paying top dollar for: clean model training. That's the holy grail, the end product. But they can only get that clean model training if they have high-quality data being fed into the system. And who provides that high-quality data? You guessed it, professionals who prioritize integrity and are in turn rewarded with better tasks and senior tier status. So the crucial point here is that your personal data integrity directly creates the clean model training that these companies absolutely need to survive. If your quality drops, their model quality drops. You're a vital link in this massive technical chain.
To really drive this home, let's explore a technical scenario straight from our source. Imagine you're leading a massive data project. During an ETL check, by the way, ETL stands for extract, transform, load. It's basically the plumbing. It's how tech companies pull, organize, and load huge amounts of data into their systems. Okay, so during this check, you see a 5% drift in accuracy. Here's the question. Is this a model training issue or a data labeling issue? When you start thinking like a senior pro, you quickly realize that a drift in accuracy almost always points right back to the human feedback layer. It points back to users rushing and making logic errors instead of following that strict constraint workflow. Your individual labeling literally directly impacts that massive data extraction and loading process. It's a huge deal.
Let's move to Section 4 and see how this builds into scaling without account bans, protecting your data career.
Because let's be real, doubling your speed doesn't mean absolutely anything if you get kicked off the platform, right? Account longevity is just as important, if not way more important than your hourly rate. Sadly, a lot of users fall into the trap of using automated shortcuts. They try to use bots, scripts, or even external AI to do their labeling for them, just to artificially boost their speed. There is a certain irony, maybe even a bit of hubris, in trying to use an AI bot to secretly do your AI data labeling tasks. I mean, the platforms are literally building the AI. They know exactly what to look for. According to our source, doing this universally results in platform bans. It's a complete dead end, no way around it. In stark contrast, relying on the high-integrity workflow we've been talking about, that results in an active account status and unlocks that super lucrative senior tier.
To wrap up the methodology, our source leaves us with a few super concrete directives. First off, avoid automated shortcuts completely. Just don't do it. Second, prioritize maintaining an active account status over any temporary fleeting speed gains. Third, treat data integrity as a professional career, not just some random side gig. Seriously, consider the mindset shift here. Someone treating this like a quick side hustle on a Tuesday afternoon, they're going to skim prompts and just guess. A career professional, on the other hand, is going to sit down, apply that 3-step framework, and meticulously validate the logic. And trust me, the platform algorithms absolutely recognize the difference in that output. Finally, if you really want to scale to that next level of earnings, explicitly upgrade your SQL skills. Validating logic with structured queries is a massive, massive differentiator. Before we wrap up, I want to leave you with one final, provocative, technical scenario to really test this high-integrity mindset. Imagine you're evaluating a model and you find a conflict. Which takes priority for data integrity? The system prompt or the user constraint? This is kind of the ultimate crucible for the logic framework we just discussed, because it forces you to decide which foundational rule governs the AI's behavior when instructions inevitably clash. Think deeply about this one. How would you apply your structured logic to solve it? Let me know your reasoning in the comments below. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. Keep your logic sharp, and I will see you next time.